So today we have a web session about efficient design of light gauge steel systems. Today with me is Valentas Bulsavicius. He is our structural engineer, and I'm Renata Yachiena, a certified Revit professional and BIM application engineer. So our mission, this is our actual mission. We create solutions to accelerate BIM based on the experience of the most advanced BIM users. And our solutions for BIM execution and lot quality control, and our previous brand is Tools for Revit. Okay, and aga-cad is the professional developer of BIM software and add-ons that are compatible with Revit. We are actually Autodesk partners for 25 years, and we have the oldest authorized training centers in Europe. And we are Autodesk authorized developers, and we have training and certification centers at the moment. We have sold more than 8,500 commercial licenses in 129 countries. And we continuously develop our existing solutions while also creating based on the needs of our clients. And the most important value of our team is customer alignment. We strive to respond to the needs for every client. And we work, our work is driven by our customer needs, and there are the benefits we strive to deliver to our customers. So it's the most less stress in daily work, then easier BIM and satisfaction with a return of investment. And our promise to our customers is reducing BIM stress. At the moment, actually, we can divide all our products into 9 parts. Here on the top, we have a group with the name MEP Engineering. Here you can find solutions for MEP engineers. So it goes, here we have solutions for working with fire protection systems, with air terminals, with radiators, and for distributing hangers automatically. Then we have cut opening. It's very powerful for making openings around pipes, ducts, cable traces, and conduits in walls, floors, ceilings, beams, and columns. Then we have BIM Tree Manager. It goes for managing parameters and parameter values that are used in the project. Then we have 2 products in Sustainable Design Group. Then we have 4 solutions for browsing the families and for loading them into the project, and at the same time for managing your content. So it's the group with the name Smart Browser. Then we have Tools for Revit. Here you can find different solutions for documentation and for modeling. Then we have Smart Assemblies. It goes for making shop drawings for your concrete or steel elements. Then we have wood framing. Here you can see 4 solutions for making wooden frames for the walls and floors. At the same time, we can make rafters and other wooden elements for your roof. And then the Truss Plus is very powerful for making wooden trusses automatically according to your roof shape. So those are very powerful solutions for using wooden frames and for framing your walls, floors, and the roof. And today we are going to talk about metal framing, and here we have also 4 solutions for adding metal frames for your roof and for your walls and for your floors. At the same time, I would like to say that we have released new version for the Wall Plus, and Rafter Plus and Floor Plus are brand new products that we have started providing to our customers. So in general, Metal Framing Wall Plus, this is the software that provides a set of intuitive automated framing function for metal wall frame design from model to shop drawings. And here we have an export to CNC machines. Then the floor plus, it goes for making metal for framing automatically and using framing members including joints, buttons, bridgings, blockings, rims, and so on. And the rafter plus is very professional for metal framing, and here you can easily perform roof framing using light gauge steel elements. And the truss plus, it provides also a set of very intuitive framing tools for metal roof frame design. At the same time, also we can make shop drawings. So now I'm going to my Revit model, and just want to note that if you have any questions, please add your questions into Go to Webinar Dialog, and in the end of the session we will try to answer them. First, I would like to start with the main types that we have at the moment, and actually for the wall plus we have created the most popular profiles. So here we have CNC, chamfered profiles, and CNC C+C system. And here, as you can see, there are chamfered ends of those beams. And all those families, they are structural framings, and all of them have analytical lines. So, for example, such kind of system, it's very popular in for pinnacle manufacture. One more type is also CNC chamfered, but this system is mostly used for the hobby manufacturers. Then we have C+C, the general frame, and as you can see here in this project, also the tool automatically can handle with different metal connections. Then one more type. It mostly goes for the metal manufacturer, and it calls C+U. So here you can see how those frames looks like. Okay, and one more C+U standard frame, and also we can take a look into those beams, and also we can have different metal connections between those frames. Actually, those families, they are our sample created families, but anytime you can use your own if it's necessary. At the same time, you can modify those families anytime. Now let's start from the beginning. I'm going to the project that is suggested to C+C and C+U profiles, and first, before working with the project, you have to load the families and schedules into your project. And also tools Wall Plus you can find in the separate, I'm very sorry, metal framing Wall Plus tab. So first you have to load the families into the project, and then you have to check configuration. You have to go to framing configuration, and actually the most popular configurations, they are already created, but anytime you can save that and you can change that and you can save that for your future projects. At the same time, you can share that configuration with your colleagues. Also, before working through that configuration, I just want to know that we can add the main frame, but at the same time we can add the secondary frame, and actually you can have different framings, and you can put into the wall layers, into several wall layers. So let's take a look into those settings. Actually, first that you have to do, you have to go through the common settings. There are this sample families loaded into the project, so here you have to select the families that will be used for the main studs and for the main plates. Then there's a very important tab for adding marks into those families. Here you can add your own naming and description for top trimmers, king studs, L connection studs, and so on. That information is very important because it will be used later in the schedules and in the shop drawings. Then with the wall framing, you have to predefine the distances between the frames. Then you have to predefine the array. It will start from the beginning or from the both sides, for example. Then you have to predefine the top plate, the bottom plate. If it's necessary, you can predefine additional offsets. Then we have window framing. Here you have to predefine the types that you're going to use for the window framing. So what kind of type of the header you are going to use, what will be the sill plates, trimmers, other studs. Also we can predefine to use the Pratt or Warren diagonal cripples, and also additional offsets. Very similar settings we have for the door framing. Again, you can predefine your own settings for different door sizes. Then opening framing, it goes for the cases if your duct or pipe is going through the wall. Also you can predefine configuration for framing such openings. Then we have L connections, and also in new version we added additional L connections. Then here we have T connections, free end connections, V connections. Also we can add additional ridge stud if it's necessary. Then we have bridgings or noggings. So you can predefine the settings for adding those bridgings or noggings. Then there is a new feature in New Wall Plus version. We added continuous bridging or nogging additionally if it's needed, and then also additional setting for adding secondary bridging and nogging. Then we can add bracings, then additional studs if it's necessary, additional noggings. Then we can add details automatically. At the moment, with my configuration, I'm going to add anchors, and here you can predefine where exactly to put those anchors into the frame. But at the same time, we added possibility to add additional any other families you need. So here you can predefine your own plates or your own metal connections, angle connections, and then you can use them for placing them automatically in the frame. Then we have possibility to add holes, then details on the studs, and then stud holes also. It could be service holes, for example, for the cables and so on. So that configuration you can save for your future, and you can save it with your own name. And as I said before, you can share that later with your colleagues. Now, after making that configuration, you have to make a link between configuration and between your wall layers. In my case, here I have the wall with 3 layers, and this one I'm going to use for adding the frame. So that's why I have to make the wall link, and this is the list of all wall types that are used in this project. And here you just need to say what exactly you're going to put into every layer. So into this layer I'm going to add the frame, and I'm going to use this configuration in this wall type. Then I'm going to add sheetings from the both sides of this frame. And one more type, in this building site I'm going to use a wall link, and here I'm going to use C+C template profiles. So after adding that link, you just need to select the walls from the model. I'm going to select them from different building sites. It doesn't matter, actually you can select different types, and now the tool will add those frames into those walls. So at the moment I have selected 6 walls, and now just we have to wait a little bit, maybe a minute, and the tool will make all those frames automatically. So the tool will look into configuration that we did before, and the tool will take a look into the link between configuration and between the wall layers, and the tool will add the frames automatically. Also, I just want to note that all those frames are structural frames, and they are actually regular families created under structural framing category. So those frames, they have all analytical lines, and you will be able to later use that model in a calculation. You can export that model into calculation system. For example, you can add loads here in Revit and then make calculation in for example, Autodesk Robot and so on. And also all those frames we have possibility to make export to CNC machines. So all those frames can be very easily exported to CNC file and pushed into fabrication machine. Okay, so we're finishing with those walls. As you can see, the tool is showing you 4 walls that are already framed, and now we're finishing with the other 2 walls. Also, if you have a complex shape of your wall, it doesn't matter, still the tool will handle with really complex top or bottom shapes of the wall. Okay, and we're finishing with making those frames automatically. So you can just imagine how much time it would take to make that manually, just using regular Revit functionalities. And here we have spent about a minute for framing 6 walls. Okay, so here we have C+C profiles, and we can take a look. As you can see, anchors, they are already placed, and here we have C+C profiles. Now we can take a look, and here we can get, we can see how the header looks like in this above this window. And now we can take a look into this model, and here we have C+U profiles and C+U system. And we can take a look into the plan view. The frames, they are added into the layer where it should be. And now we can also take a look into the section above the window. Here we have such a header above the window. So as you can see here, we have U profile, then we have two C profiles, and then U profile on the top. But this is only one configuration that we have adjusted for this window, but actually it could be different configurations and different headers above the window. And as you can see in my case, we added different configurations for different window sizes. So for the small window, we can use such configuration, such headers, and for the bigger one, we can use, for example, diagonal cripples if it's necessary. Now, if we make any changes in the model, let's say I move a little bit this window, it's not a problem. Anytime we can select any frame from the wall and we can just press on update frame. And now the tool will reframe this wall segment. Additionally, if we want to add additional elements, as you can see, you can press on add elements, and there are many functionalities that you can add additionally. So there could be a secondary frame, so it could be one more layer with the metal frames if it's necessary, and then we can add additional studs. So you just need to select the stud, then predefine the settings, press OK, and the tool will add additional stud. Then we can add additional bridgings or blockings. You just need to predefine 2 studs. Again, select the settings, press OK, and the tool will add additional horizontal element. Now we can add additional bracings. So let's go to add bracings between the studs or plates, and you just need to select families and elements between those plates. The tool will add bracings. So it's very easy just to have to select different plates. Okay, and one more time, let's add from this side to this one, and again from here to here. Then we can very easily add additional connections. This is also the new feature that we added into the Wall Plus. Anytime you can go to modify wall framing. Okay, and here let's go to the details on the bridging, blockings and plates, and you can add different plates and different connections. So here I'm going to add angle connector. I'm going to say that here I'm going to insert those details. It will be on the open face of this stud side. Then I'm going to say that it will be on the open faces on the top and the bottom plates. Then I'm going to include openings, and I'm going to add details if host element is crossing joist. So it's very easy. You just need to predefine the settings, press OK, and now the tool will add those metal details on our selected wall frame. So if you want, you can actually predefine that in the regular configuration and add the frame automatically with all those metal details, but anytime you can add them additionally if it's needed. Okay. And the same we can see in the on the top plate. Okay, we can see them here. And the families, as I said before, it can be your families. You can make your own family with your own design, and the tool will distribute those families. Just you have to make sure that those families are face-based families, and that's it. You will be able easily to distribute them. Then we are going to modify this wall framing, and here I'm going to add straps. So I'm going to modify the framing and add the strap family. And I'm not going to rotate this, and we don't want to cut that family, and I'm going to change the offset from the stud and from the plate. So after pressing OK, now the tool will update this frame, and we will be able to add the bracing, but now the tool will know what kind of bracing I'm willing to add. So again, I just need to select the top and bottom plates. Okay, and from the internal side. And if it's necessary, you can add additional connectors. So here we're going to use, actually this could be added into the family. So we can also add additional such, such plate. And now, after making those frames, we can make very easily we can make shop drawings, because now the tool knows everything about those families. And actually, again, we can take a look into analytical model. We can see that we have all those analytical lines, and we can make shop drawings. So before making shop drawings, we have to go to shop drawing configuration, and this is very easy. You just need to predefine the views that you want to get in the assembly, because now the tool will make assembly. So the tool will collect all families from the frame, from the wall, from one wall segment, and the tool will make assembly. At the same time, the tool will make schedules, the tool will add tags automatically, the tool will apply the view template for every view. So you can make your own view template with your own design, and the tool will apply that view template into, for example, the left side view and front side view and the 3D view. And also you can make your own schedules with your own columns, and you can use those schedules as a template for making the part list for this frame and for making material takeoff. So you can make your, as you can see, I'm taking the same schedules as they are created in my current project. So you can make your own schedule with your own columns and with your own design, and you can use that schedule as a template for making part list or material takeoff. And then you just need to predefine dimension types that you're going to use for the studs, for the vertical and for the horizontal frames. Then additionally for the sheetings and for the top views. And that's it. We can save that configuration. Then we have to select any frame from the wall, go to Create Frame Assembly. And now the tool will collect all frames from this wall segment. Then the tool will make all those views and will add dimensions automatically. Okay, so here we have a 3D view. Then we have a front side view, as you can see, with all dimensions and with tags. We just need to renumber our structural frames. For this we have a separate functionality that will sort structural frames. And then here we will see the numbers. Okay, and the same we're going to do with structural connections. We are going to renumber our structural connections automatically. So that's it. All those elements are renumbered, and now we can take a look again into the plan view. Then we have material takeoff. Okay, then we have a part list, then a separate schedule for the regular frames without connections, and also the tool will calculate the mass for you. So it will be very easy to understand and to get the total mass. And now we can put everything into the sheet. So here I'm going to add the front side view, let's say. Here I'm going to put the 3D view. Then material takeoff, then the part list, okay, and then a structural, the table only with the structural framings. Additionally, if it's necessary, maybe here we can add a top side view. That said, after making the first sheet, we can come back again into shop drawing configuration, and we can say that this sheet will be used as a template for the future assemblies. Now I'm coming back again into my previous model. I'm going to use the same for my second wall. So again, I have to select any frame, press on Create Frame Assembly. And now the tool will make the same things. The tool will collect all frames, that will add dimensions, that will generate all those views. But at the same time, the tool will add those views into the sheet. Okay, and here we have really nice looking views with all those schedules. Elements are renumbered automatically. We have the length, we have the total mass, and we have everything about this frame. And later it can be exported into CNC. So this is an example that we did for one machine. So we did such export for the walls and for the trusses. Now let's take a look into the Floor Plus. So this is actually our brand new product, but as you can see, it's very similar to the Wall Plus. The first thing that you have to do, again, you have to load the families into the project, but anytime you can modify those families if it's necessary. Just we're providing the most popular families together with the product, but you can modify that anytime. And here you can get configurations for the main frames and for the buttons. And that configuration, again, you can save for your future project. And there are very similar settings as it was with the wall, just everything it goes for the floor panels. So you just need to add additional maybe joints, the bridgings, blockings, noggings, rim joints, and so on. So you have to predefine the settings. Again, you can save that setting for your future projects. And now if you have the wall, if you have the floor, you just need to make the link. So let's take a look into this floor type. Here I have two layers, and that's why I'm going to make a link. And let's say that here I'm going to use the main frame with such configuration, and here I'm going to use buttons in this secondary layer. And the same as before, you just need to select your floor panels and just frame floors. Okay, and now the tool is framing those two floors. It's adding, it actually looks into the configuration that we did before, and the tool knows where to put the frames because the tool reads information from the layer, and the tool makes those frames automatically, and the tool adds connections. So this is extremely powerful product, and actually the scenario and the main workflow is the same as it was with the Wall Plus. So if you know how to work with the Wall Plus, with the Floor Plus, it will be the same. And as you can see in the Floor Plus, also we have possibility to make shop drawings automatically. Okay, and we can take a look. Here we have those floor panels. At the same time, we have metal connections. Then we can actually very easily align the frames between the wall and floor panels if it's necessary, because here we have additional possibility to align joists with other elements. So you can just select the frame from the wall, then select the frame from the floor, and the tool will align those floors for you. And that's it. Those frames, they are aligned automatically. And actually the families that we use, they are the same families. If we take a look into the list of the families that we use at the moment, as you can see, the families that we use for the wall and for the floor framing, actually they are the same. So we are using the same studs or joists. Also we are using the same other elements, the same it could be for the floors and for the wall segments. And then additionally we're going to add buttons. So it will be added into one more layer that is below the main frame. And after making those frames, we can very easily make shop drawings. It's the same scenario as it was with the wall frames. So now we just need to select any frame from the floor and press on Create Frame Assembly. And now the tool again, it collects all frames from this wall segment, and now the tool makes shop drawing. So it makes assembly views, it adds the view templates, it adds dimensions automatically, and we can take a look into this assembly that is created for the floor. And again, we can very easily renumber our frames. Okay, and very easily we can renumber connections. So it's the view for the main frame, but at the same time we can get the view with together with the buttons. Then again we have a material takeoff and then the part list. And again, let's take a look into analytical model. Here we have all those analytical lines created because all those families, they are structural framings, and all those can be used in the calculation system. Okay, so thank you, and now I'm switching to Valence's screen, but just before that, I just want to note again with CNC machine that we can do an export the same as we did for the Metro and for the Havik machines. As you can see in this case, this is a specification from the Metro, and there are operations that we use, so the tool automatically makes some separate file with all those operations and with all other necessary information that is used in the current machine. But actually we can make an export to any other CNC machine if it's necessary. Just send me the specification of your machine and we will be able to make such export to any machine you need. Okay, so now I'm switching to Valence's screen, and he will continue with the framing.
Okay, I will show you the TRUSSES tool and roof rafter plus tool for roof structures modeling. So I will start from truss systems, and some things will be similar, like you saw in the NAT presentation, and some relevant only to truss systems. So I have this sample project here, and I will run briefly the basic things you should know about this tool. Okay, the same as the previous tools, you have to load truss types into your project, then you have to make some configurations, and then you can insert truss systems or separate individual trusses. Then you can make drawings and export to CNC machines. So I already loaded truss types to this project, and you can see the configurations here. I have 3 configurations for truss types here, and you can create more of them. This is truss type where framings defines what top charts and vertical webs and diagonal webs, what framing elements should be used for them. So after you create a new type, you can select your framing elements here, and the new type will be created. You have new types now, and you can use for project for your modeling later. Okay, so this is for truss configuration, one thing, and let's go to the other configuration options for the truss system configuration. So it means what truss systems will be used for your model, and this is also, you can see here, we have gable end and hip end configurations, and we can modify or create new ones with, by selecting if we will insert jack trusses, or it will be only rafters, or we will insert corner builder trusses, or it will be only rafters, and we choose the type of truss here by the top chart, and so we can use create as many types as we want, and later use them for generating trusses. And another thing is truss design settings. So this is configurations for the jack and corner builder trusses. We can define how vertical and diagonal webs will be placed, what length, and so on. So we can configure that, or we can leave it by default. This option shows that elements will be cut to one another, and the end type of truss. We can select one of these. This is the we need to select the type of truss which will be used for our tool of truss generating. I will show you later about this tool. Okay, so after we make configurations, we can go on with truss generation. So first of all, I will show you how to generate truss system for our roof. I will select this roof. I will pick the edges of my roof to define where the system should be placed. Okay, and okay, let's see. Software gives us one recommends us to use type of the bin system here, but we can change it to another one if we want to. I will use this one. I will leave options like overhang or truss spacing, which is by default now, and I will hit OK. And let's see how solution will insert 3D grid of trusses to my roof. So we have now grid for the trusses. We can overview if we are happy with the form of this grid. We can generate trusses in the place of this grid. I will add some more grid systems here at the end of this roof. Select the appropriate edges, and let's see. Then again, we have recommended type, and we can choose our type that we need. Okay, and we will create another one here because I want to show you all the roof the trusses generated. Okay, and yeah, say that. Yeah. Okay, so now we have some grids, and we can generate trusses by hitting generate truss button. Okay, so now we have this window where we have to select the type of truss which will be used for common trusses, for hip trusses, for jack trusses. So we can select from the list the type of truss we will use. Okay, I will select the thin type of truss, common trusses, and I will leave this by default. Okay, let's see. Now tool will generate trusses the same form as the system did, we already did, and it will cut elements according to the roof. It will cut elements to each other, and it will be done automatically. We will not need to go through the plans and sections and some plane setups to make it manual, because to catch all the angles manual work, it will be a lot of time, much more than we do right now. We can watch the progress or we can think about other issues we have at the design stage, so we save time for us to spend on thinking, on design instead of modeling. So we see now that jack trusses, only the trusses are generated, common truss type, and hip trusses are generated. It catches all the angles of the roof, and cutting all the elements. As we may see, these trusses have vertical webs and have angle webs, but these shorter ones doesn't have, as we set up this configuration window. Now we can click the last step, and we can overview the result. Okay, so now we have a lot of trusses at different angles with drag or flipping, so on. So that's pretty quick, and we'll do the same truss generation advanced. We need to again select the types of trusses, gamble, and trusses. Let's see, it will select only two, 3 trusses. Okay, so we have here gable and truss with window here, so we can insert this window, or we can just remove it by using family options. Okay, let's do this same for the other end, so we can make sure we can do all the trusses for the building or the roof. So I want to show a few examples how to use truss systems and how to create separate trusses by using model lines. I have prepared here. Okay, so we have this truss systems, and we can use now other options to generate more trusses. Like I can select one of the trusses, I can do like photocopy of these trusses. It will generate by the same step as defining system grid. It will generate additional trusses until the situation is changed here, and it will generate 2 trusses for me here because it was also in configuration, so I can use them for support, and I can do the same with other trusses. Let's see how it makes a copy of these trusses. 600 millimeters. Okay. And copy the same method here. Okay, it cuts the overhang of the truss because of this situation here, and automatically, so we don't need to know about this. Okay. So we have this truss instance and copying of trusses, but now I want to insert this different shape of truss here. So I will use insert truss by selecting model line tool. I will select the type of truss which I want to use for this. So I will select this one, click OK, and it will create the the truss according to the pursuit. So you will see the result. But the model line is just a model line which is drawn at a level of top of the walls. And we can see now that we have this kind of truss over here. I draw the model line from this truss to this truss, so we can use these trusses as a support for this truss. Okay, and I can do the same with other model lines. I will again insert trusses by selecting model lines. I will select the type, the same type, and let's see. Now this model line is drawn at the edge of this roof intersection, and the truss has parallel joints. And now I will use another command. I select these two trusses, and I select command to generate new trusses with a spacing like this in the middle of them and update from the roof. So it means that the tool will automatically create trusses, and it will update the shape of the truss according to the roof, because these slopes are different, and it should change the position of the top chart and add an element of depths and vertical stuff. So let's look at it. Yeah, so we see that it inserts the truss, then adjust this truss now to the shape of the roof. And the step was 600 millimeters, so it creates a truss with this defined step. Okay, it's almost over now. It will be really big headache if I would like to create this manually. Now we can see and enjoy all these new trusses. Yeah, it's nice. Okay, and I will make another one truss here as a supporting truss. Select the same type, and I want to create monopitch trusses to this direction and support them on this truss I'm generating now. Okay, so I have this truss, and I have drawn already a model line here. So I will hit this model line, selecting trusses by selecting model line, and now I will select non-pitch. This one. Okay. So we have these tools to copy, to arrange trusses, and we can use even this simple function like copy, array, trusses. We can do the array. I know the distance already, so I just enter the number and I will hit OK. So it will place 16 trusses to this direction with a step of 600 millimeters. Yeah, so we can just look at this now. Okay, so I think it's okay. This roof is has the structure now. I showed you what I wanted to show. How to generate system grids, how to generate separate trusses, but another powerful tool is to create truss type model lines. I will show you how to do this in a different project here. So yeah, you can see that you can create different configuration trusses here, like thin type or scissors or trusses with adits and so on. So you can create for mono pitch or double pitch or fields like this, and we can do it also. I will show you the tool I mentioned, how to generate unique types of trusses. Then we have something like this. The roof is very different shape, so I will create truss by using this function to create truss type from on the line, and I select roof. And now we can see that the top chart goes like the roof, and bottom chart is the same as the model line. And we can add webs here. We can use a drawing tool. We have some snappings here, like you can see here, the options. And I will do it like this. I hit OK. And now I can give it a new name. OK. It will be grouped under the special type of trusses. And let's take a look how software solves this task. It will create a new type of truss. So, because there are so many configurations of roofs that we need this tool to solve this kind of tasks, which are not like you cannot predict what will be the roof type. So now we have this truss, and we have it as a type. So we can work with it. And what is also important that your bottom chart may be not only horizontal, but you can make it like this, like on different model lines with some angle, and I will use it the same option to generate truss. And now you see the bottom chart is different configuration, and we can now just add our webs and hit OK and have some new type of truss. So we have some typical trusses, like 50 of them, and the option to generate any type of truss you want, and you can do it very easily. Just by picking the lines and using the roof as a top joint position. So now you see the truss here. Okay, so the other thing, if you want to make drawings, you can also do that. You can select you calculate truss volume, you sort the trusses by inserting unique mark numbers and taking framings IDs and so on, and you have to make some configuration for your views. Like you can create views, you select view templates, what tags will be inserted, and you select what schedule templates will be used, title block, and so on. And after you select the truss and make some sorting, you can create assembly of this truss, and under the assemblies you will find the truss with views, and which you can insert and use for your documentation later. And yeah, now we have the sheet, and we can change the configuration and use this sheet template as a template for other trusses to create assemblies drawings for the other trusses. As you saw it in another presentation. Okay, I will select one more truss and just take a look how it is done. We have new assembly and we have drawings. So dimensions, tags, and schedules of all the elements, the characteristics we need, and so on. So yeah, so that's what I wanted to show you with trusses. How to you have even more options here, but let's just stick to the basics for the beginning, and you can see that you can do a lot of good quick modeling and make quick drawings and export to CNC machines. As Renata explain more on that. So this was trusses for roofs, and I can show you the other option, like by using truss systems which were created. You see these elements between trusses. You can see valley trusses placed here, and so on. So there are more options in the solution. And okay, I will finish with trusses now, and let's go to the roof. Where I would like to show you how to work with RAFTER tool. So I will drag it here. So it's the same like with other solutions. You first load families and then use all these tools to create and modify and so on the elements. So I just select my roof. I create common rafter systems. I choose the end cut of my rafter. I choose the type of my rafter and the spacing. And where should I place it according to the roof. So it will generate frame systems on the roof. So aligned according to the roof, and you can see that they are placed on according to the slope of the roof. Now I have 3 windows here, so I would like to make openings in these beams, so I can select a command to create openings in these systems. Let's see the result. Okay, we have cutted our rafters, but it would be nice to have some framing around openings, so I will use this command. I will use the same profile for this. Okay, and let's see. Yeah, now we have the framing inserted between the rafters to frame openings. Okay, let's go further. Let's insert some valley. Okay, I will select all the beam systems, and I will insert hip and valley rafters. I will select its double C profiles. Okay, and okay. So it will insert the hip rafter here and the valley rafter here. And the connection points of our one system, beam system, and our beam system. Yeah. So now we can see that we have this element here created. And, line of the roof. Can select. Let's do this. We can select. Okay, with 2 rafters, and we will insert wedge element between them. So I select an option how wedge will be inserted. Let's enter it, and I will use 2 profiles again. Let's take a look. Okay, it's already inserted at the bottom of my rafters. So this is one option, and another one is we'll insert again girder beams. Okay, I will select the girder type. I will select the distance from the ridge, or I can select the distance from level, but I will select from the ridge. I will choose not to cut them and pick the wall, and that's okay. Okay, so I have another girder beam here under the rafters. It's like I want it to be. Another option I will show you. Like I can insert, and again I select 2 rafters and I insert color beam systems. Okay, let's see. We have a connection type here, this one, and we have beam type, and we have distance from ridge on from the level again. So okay, that's it. Okay, we have some elements between rafters again inserted automatically. We can okay, what else we can insert? We can frame 2 rafters of beams, and then we choose element, we choose spacing, we choose justification, and we can see that elements inserted between these 2 rafters. Um, okay, now I would like to show how to insert mapping system. I will select remove. I will insert create pattern in systems. Select the profile, the distance. Select place at the bottom of the roof and set the justification of these at the bottom, and I will make it horizontal and I click OK. Let's see. Yep. So we'll have, yeah, we have now pattern elements placed on the top of the rafters. So it's nice, but we have these pattern elements going through our windows, so we have to select this system and click update the system. Check opens. Okay, it's element options, and let's click OK. And now we have openings got full of data elements. So that's it with roof lightweight steel structure solutions. And thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Valences. I'm coming back again to my screen. Just a very short note that if you have already created shop drawings, let's say in my case, like we have here, I have created the shop drawings, and right now if I would like to make any changes with my frame on the wall, and if I have, for example, trusses, I can very easily align them again as we did before with the floors. So you can, anytime you can make changes, you can make alignment with the existing trusses, and our shop drawings will be automatically updated. So if you do any changes in the model, still you can go to assemblies and you will see those changes in the shop drawings, and you will be able just to make those prints. So it's very easy to modify the model later and to update it according to different project changes. Okay, so I'm coming back again to my slides. So our vision is promoting the BIM industry, and actually you are welcome to join our community, and if you have any ideas, if you would like to improve, or if you have to if you want additional functionalities, you can anytime contact us and we will try to help you. So we'll be looking forward to your ideas, and you're welcome to join our development community. So thank you again. Thank you. We really appreciate for your time. We really hope that it was useful for you. And if you have any questions, just please add them into GoToWebinar dialogue, and together with Valences we will try to answer them.